All right, hello and welcome. We are here at Spartanburg Spring Fling, round one, hole one. That's Judah Kooistra.
Ooh, it was a little tight to that corner, but stayed clean all the way towards the basket.
Yeah. Next up, we got Alan Vazquez.
It's going to be the more traditional forehand. You can see that initial gap off the tee. You see that creaks OB right in front of you. So primary thing here is leaving yourself inbounds on the first hole. Don't want to make a big mistake on the first one.
Colton Evatt here next on the tee. Good shot by Colton. And then Ryker West is last. Ryker, this is his first time on the channel in front of the camera for coverage. He has quite often been catch cam guy for me. A little low, but
looks like he just hit straight into the hill there, and he's gonna give it kind of a half bid forehand.
Yeah.
Allen bailed out left on a force fairway, and he'll again have kind of a half bid. Colton's kind of the first one here to really have a putt at it, and he gave it a bid, just tickled that right chain a little bit.
Yeah, good putt by Judah.
Yeah, great start. Go ahead and get one on the rest of the card. Start off with a birdie. Everybody else is going to tap in their pars. We're going to keep it moving. Hole 2, par 3, 236 feet. Kind of just a couple of trees to miss on the left here. You see that main one that's kind of dying and cut off on the right. And then you're hitting this gap, just kind of fading off to the right, hoping you get a putt. Really not too far. Should be one of these holes where you feel like it's a routine shot. You either get it or you don't. Judah showing you that is exactly how you throw that backhand.
Yeah, that's kind of a dream shot right there. Some guys do attack this with a forehand. I think that's what Alan's getting ready to do. A couple weeks ago, we had our summer league out here at this course, and I was on a card with a young man that actually aced the forehand Raptor shot.
Forehand brings in those trees that are a little further up into play. But generally, if you're hitting those, your disc is already in play and has got some sort of putt anyway, so you're generally fine with that. Alan showed us he's going to be just inside the circle or circle's edge, and he'll be really happy with that.
That's so bad, Colton.
Colton not thrilled with his. It's going to get all the way through, almost up to three's fairway. He's probably looking at a par from there. Ryker also going forehand a little hard, but hit that backstop of a tree. Put him close to the basket. See if he can execute this putt.
Oh, he does.
Great putt. Great start for Ryker. Get his second hole, get a birdie under his belt. Good start for Allen as well to get hole 2. I really feel like this course is kind of 1-2 to start, especially you feel like you should birdie at least one of the two.
Mm-hmm.
If you're parring both of those holes to start, you're probably going to be a little disappointed. Definitely thinking you're on a slow start. We'll see if Colton could pick it up after parring the first two.
Hole 3, par 3, 351 feet. We're going up this hill here, and we're going to hook in hard here to the left. So you want to throw something, like a backhand that's skippy or something along those lines, and jump in there toward this basket. It's kind of dangerous to cut it too close. You end up in bad places.
Yeah, you'll see most of these guys, I think, opt for a distance driver, or at least a driver of some sort. 350, you're probably thinking most of them can get here with the mid-range, but they're mostly looking for that ground action off of this gravel road that's going up there. So thicker rim disc that's going to get that skip and move over left towards the basket. Which is ideal here.
Folks are going to hear everybody talking to Judah as he tees off on all these holes. He's actually playing this blind during this round.
That's a great angle from Allen. He actually just took the road out of play, landed all the way in the gap, really cutting the corner and getting that angle perfect.
I bet that was indeed, it looked pretty wide rim there, so something like a Venom or something like that that's just going to give him the extra skip at the end.
Yeah, a Venom, a Firebird, a Raptor, those are going to be really common discs for a hole like this. See Ryker coming in with all that angle. Was maybe a little too wide on his release, and so he hit in the grass instead of the gravel. But that's the right angle of the shot, and he'll have a long putt look at this hole. See if Colton can bounce back. Probably a good type of shot for his game. Inside, hits the road, shows you that ground skip over, and is going to give himself a 15-footer there for a birdie to get on track. Oh, Judah connecting just from range here.
Dropped it in the chains.
Put himself 3 through 3. Judah is going to be off to a really great start. That's how you want to start this. Ryker didn't leave his putt low. You like to see it given the height and getting far enough up there. Colton, good to see him gain a birdie here and get on the board and start getting under par.
There's no way to start this.
Allen just absolute perfect shot as well. Is going to pick up another birdie there.
Lots of birdies, but I certainly don't feel like this course is a birdie or die.
Certainly not as we move into hole 4. Really good segue. Par 3, 279. Really tough angle off this tee. You'll see a lot of forehand turnovers off this tee. And also just some funky backhands. Trying to get a flip up. Trying to miss a couple of these trees and try to find the right line. And then you've got the creek right behind this basket that really comes into play as OB.
It really keeps you from going too hard at it.
Nice ascent.
Yeah, so you see Judah kind of going the outside gap here. Really easy to get halfway down the fairway with that line. Hard to get it all the way into the basket, taking that outside gap. Allen here looks like he's lining up that inside forehand gap. Really, if he hits that initial gap, it's clear the rest of the way down for him.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, he's throwing a swarm here. Something fairly stable after it turns over. Should dump back towards the basket.
Terrible.
Maybe a little high, a little too much angle. He looks like he's going to hit something just on the inside corner. Didn't quite get the gap how he wanted there. Colton looks like he's lining up something similar here. It's a really technical 279 here. This is a little wide.
So right.
It's going way right over to 5's fairway. Going to be plenty safe.
Yeah.
But definitely in that long upshot, probably taking a par range. So Ryker, more of a local to this course. I believe this is his home course. So looks like he's lining up this inside backhand putter gap. He's going to try to just let this disc flip up. Caught that inside tree, bouncing around a little bit. There goes the pinball.
Yeah, little plinko there.
Needs to hit a bumper. Yeah, see, Allen definitely got caught up early here. Needs to get cleaned down.
Wow, what a shot.
Really good scramble on his part. Ryker should have a putt scramble here. Should be fairly routine to get down to the basket, and he does as well. Good scramble from there. You see Colton over here from 5's fairway. Going to do more of the same. I mean, he was giving that a bid. Colton said, I'm only 1 under, and wanted to give himself some more chances. See what Judah can do here. He's got a little bit of a look.
Almost made it 4 for 4.
Almost. But this is where we start getting into these holes where, 1, 2, 3, you really feel like you should birdie. You don't always. 4 feels like a bonus in comparison to some of these other holes.
4's one where you really don't want to mess it up because it is, as you said, kind of a tricky tee shot. and you can get plinkoed into a bad spot, and unless you're willing to just toss it up there towards the basket, you could be in a bad spot.
Yeah, the 19 players in the field, we had 2 birdies on hole 4 in round 1, so low percentage to get a birdie. If you get one here, you're definitely getting a stroke on most of the field.
Hole 5, going back up the hill this time. You got to make your way through this trio of trees here, one on the left, one on the right, and one on the middle. And if you get past these guys, then you've got another set up here at the top.
Yeah, really just that center tree is the one we need to miss. Most of your players here are going to be choosing left or right of that tree, trying to get up to the basket. It can be a great shot from Judah.
Yep, Alan tagged the one right in the middle. We got Colton up here next. I will say it's awesome to see this course back up and running. We were without this course for a number of months because of Hurricane Helene.
No? I was trying to go right, yeah.
I mean, you're pin high. That's going to be...
Whoopsies.
A little commentary for us from Colton. He knew he kind of missed his gap, hit the other one by accident, and got a little lucky, and he's going to have a putt. Yeah, we were really fortunate for how many trees we lost on this property that most of the lines stayed in good shape.
Yeah.
We had a lot down in the fairways and a lot that prevented us from playing the course, but ultimately, once all that was cleaned up, most of the course was in good shape and very playable. Most of the integrity of the lines stayed in shape.
Alan found a mystery line there, went up and over.
Pretty good upshot there from Ryker to get up to get a putt, looking backwards at this yellow basket. Ryker and Judah are both going to have the death putt, looking back down the hill. Alan, I think, just showed you right there. If you want to have a good round at Woodruff, you got to be able to scramble from your bad shot and get your par. Colton just missing his birdie putt there. We're going to see Ryker and Judah kind of putting straight back at this basket with the hill behind. Ooh, a little low left, but as they say, there's no pictures on the scorecard.
Yeah. It's a good par save.
It's going to be Judah's comebacker for birdie. Oh, and that's the one thing you don't want to do there is fly by the basket, because he's going to have a putt back up this hill now for Judah's par. Colton's going to give him a little bit of a break and tap out his par.
Yeah, Judah's basically got Alan's putt from before.
Yeah, that's even further. He looks like he's almost behind that log, going back up the hill. Just short, hits the cage. It's going to be a disappointing 4 for Judah after putting his drive practically inside the circle, just past the basket.
Yeah, unfortunate.
Hole 6, par 3, back into birdie land. 165 feet. This is just a slight forehand turnover. I actually think it's the preferred shot, but I think a lot of folks might take that flippy putter and just toss something straight up here, let it drift left at the basket.
Yeah, somebody told me once to throw a understable disc like a Buzz SS at the basket.
Very smart. You know, you don't always have to throw overstable to move left. This is one of those holes where it's just a slight movement left. Alan practically throwing a backhand hyzer roller there.
Yeah.
Kind of just rolled on the ground for him another 30 feet. They're all just trying to get this disc out here. Missed the trees that Colton kind of hit there. Colton threw his 2 straight, and I think that's the mistake you make when you're trying to throw a disc that's overstable.
Oh, okay.
You're hitting those trees along the backside because you're banking on the disc fading at the end. Well, there's trees there where it needs to fade, so you kind of want to go inside of that and get that little push hyzer going up. Ryker's, I think, yeah, he's going to show us that forehand inside. Much more open, kind of cut over on it a little too much, and he's going to be out in the open on that gravel road, though.
Yeah, he's not got an obscured putt. He's got a clean look at it, at least.
Kind of an awkward one for Judah to throw here. You saw him kind of looking at it, playing this blind, trying to get a good idea. But he threw that wonderfully. That's what you want.
Yeah, I think that dyed disc is a Luna. I think it's like a good plastic Luna. It's a good bid by Ryker.
Yeah, I mean, hole 6, we had 58% of the field taking birdie on this hole, so this definitely, oh my goodness, Colton.
Yeah, that's a good birdie right there.
Just roll this back to the great course's great shot. The little Anheuser angle, just floating it at it. What a great putt from Colton. Yeah, 58% of the field taking birdie. You definitely feel like you need to get this one. Good putt from Allen. Looks like he had maybe that tree blocking partial of his view to the basket. Kind of had to go around it, but he made it work.
I'd encourage folks to go on this channel here and hunt down Colton's In the Bag. It's one of the most expensive in the bags that you will see. He's very fond of old school pre-flight number Innova discs.
Yeah, playing rounds with Colton, I kind of cringe when he pulls discs out of the bag. That's gonna be hard to replace.
Yeah,
or
put that CE Eagle away. What are you doing, boy?
What's that $150 disc doing hitting a tree like that? That's how some people feel. I've always been under the impression though discs are made to fly. Oh, Judah's maybe that last hole in his head a little bit.
Yeah,
kind of went down the hill, missed a comebacker. Sometimes that one putt kind of stacks on top.
Yeah,
and get several in a row.
Hole 7. It's one of our signature holes here at Woodruff. It's a tunnel shot, and it is super difficult because it's not just a straight tunnel. It's kind of a slight S tunnel. I mean, you bend over a buzz or something like that, and you're going to get down at the basket, but man, there's a number of trees you have to miss.
Yeah, you got this first tree off the tee to the right, really kind of prevents you from throwing the pure straight gap. And then that tree on the left that Allen hit on that left side, about halfway down, that's the one to miss. You miss those two, and you're kind of squaring up the basket, and you're going to get down there for a birdie. This whole there's the tree Colton got as well. It's right there on the left. You got to pull over on it, like you said. It's almost more of an S shot than a straight shot.
I like what Colton just said. His shot was very close to being good, and I think that's a number of tee shots on this hole.
This hole is probably one of the easiest to take a bogey on. Mm-hmm. You hit either that first tree or the second one. You get a bad kick left or right, and sometimes it can be tough to get up and down on this one.
Judah, please hit the gap. Please.
Ryker just hoping Judah will show the card how to play this hole. Someone just hit the gap. It's right there in front of us. Seems easy. And this gap even looks wider on camera than it does in person.
Yeah,
when you're looking at that and you have to throw the disc down it, it looks much tighter than it does here on camera.
There it is.
Yeah, I love that from Judah. It had that slight Anheuser to it with something stable enough that it flattened itself back and then faded left almost. It's very slight S-turn.
That was a textbook great shot on this hole. It's exactly what you want.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see a couple of these folks kind of show us the difficulty of these upshots. It's a lot of trees to miss. Getting down towards the basket. That's a great shot from Ryker.
And a great shot from the tree. That helped out.
Good little tree love with it as well. Colton kind of pitching up. The Heiser going to leave himself a putt for some work. Allen out here from 85 feet probably.
Come on.
Catching the top of the basket. Gave it a good bid.
Mm-hmm.
See if anyone else can kind of save par here. Stayed in.
Yeah.
Still haven't got to Judah's yet. Hopefully that means he's close enough to maybe put some of his putting woes aside and tap in a birdie to get back going on the leaderboard. Ooh.
Man.
Even Allen's bogey was a little nerve-wracking there on the left side of the basket. Yeah, I want to see Judah tap this in, get his putt going back. His throwing has just been absolutely amazing so far today.
Yeah, I feel like some of his putting has been a little rough on the past couple holes, but I feel like course knowledge is a thing too. Maybe he just doesn't feel 100% comfortable.
There it is. Got the birdie. Let's get him back on the board. He's still 3 through 7 after this. Still very respectable. Ryker puts in his par. Moves on to hole 8, par 3, 282. It's kind of a slight right turn, kind of a slow fading right. If you're throwing a backhand, probably this tree right here on the left and right kind of square up the fairway for you, and you just want to drift down towards the basket, getting close down here.
Got Luna again. Yeah, he knew it the moment it left his hand.
Yeah, he didn't need course knowledge to know he kind of put too much angle on that and put it too far right.
We'll see.
Colton looks like he's got some sort of discmania.
Dude, go in the basket.
Putter. Loves the angle.
I'm pretty happy.
Catches the tree on the backside too.
Yeah.
That green can get really fast with those drives. You know, it drops off pretty quickly. Those, especially the backhands coming in, sometimes they'll just sail.
Mm-hmm. I think Ryker's got that putter he's been throwing on a number of holes.
Yeah, I love Woodruff. I think Woodruff's definitely the type of place where if you have a disc you're confident in, that you can throw about 250 on a straight line, maybe little Anheuser lines. It's good to just get comfortable with that disc for the day and keep throwing it.
Yeah. Whatever you can shape your shots with. I think this is a Luna from Allen as well. I love to watch this one fly. It's got a great die on it.
I love those dual-sided,
Yeah.
kind of yin-yang type discs. They give a really cool flying effect in the air.
Drop it. Oh,
Looks like a great angle.
solid.
Needs to stay clean. And it absolutely does. Love that.
Slides in safe at home.
Interesting to watch these upshots going down the hill because we're going to see most of these players actually putt going down, but they're probably 120, 130 feet away. Sometimes those little upshot putts can get away. Even Judah's there was a little floppy,
Yep.
hung out right. Sometimes this can be a very awkward range for players to upshot from.
No.
Oh, Ryker had a really good angle there. Just had that one tree to miss towards the end. Let's see if he can bang this long putt, though. A little too high. I think he had maybe a couple today that have been a little too high. We'll see if he can adjust. Judah, a little high right. I think some of his others were right as well.
Close to missing.
Colton maybe tried to miss that one, but Basket gave him a good catch.
Yeah.
He'll take his birdie.
Ryker's got some meat on the bone left here.
Yeah. I believe this is for his bogey.
Good putt for the bogey.
Good putt's a good putt. Sometimes a good bogey putt will leave you going at least a little bit more confidence in your putt going to the next hole. Great drive from Allen. Get his birdie. Catch himself back up to Judah here. And pass him even. Judah taking a bogey.
Hole 9, par 3, 275 feet. This one is kind of a straight shot here. You just got to be careful to keep it low enough to where you don't hit these branches on the ceiling, but also don't let it hit and drop in the creek either. It's out of bounds there.
Nice shot, Colton.
On a rope.
Yeah, I love that from Colton. This, I like to say on this hole, don't make this more complicated than it has to be.
Yeah.
It's right there in front of you. It's a straight shot. There's a lot of risk if you hit a tree, but the goal is just throw it straight. Don't hit a tree. After that, you leave it up to the disc golf karma. See what happens. And oh, that is an amazing second
I always do
tree
that on the phone.
for Alan's shot. To hit that first tree and go flying off towards 18's fairway over there,
Yeah, that's a bad spot to be.
all the way back to the fairway. Alan knows he got away with one there.
I think the mistake on this hole is to actually try to throw at the basket. If you throw at the dirt down below
There you go.
and just kind of slide up to it,
Here's all the colors.
yeah, you can get a lot of ground play going up towards the basket on this one.
Yeah, I mean, it's downhill, but going back up towards the basket, it's on a slope facing the opposite angle. I've never seen anyone go OB long on this hole,
No.
and I've seen people throw distance drivers and things on this hole just to. You see that? I think that's what Ryker's doing here. He's throwing a really fast disc on forehand, just drilling it into those trees because he knows he's not going to go past the basket.
Yeah.
So
Unfortunately, I missed Allen's upshot here. It leaked a little to the right.
that was Alan's par putt, left short. We're going to have some birdie putts from the rest of the group. Judah's going to nail his.
Mm-hmm.
Good putt from Judah. Get his putt going back. A little bit more confidence going in to the back nine.
Good putt by Colton.
Colt making his. Absolutely. We've got a grouping going on here at 3-4 under, looks like we'll have going into the back.
Mm-hmm.
Ryker getting back under par as well. Will be good.
Yeah, so we're ending the front nine here. With our guys, we've got Colton leading at 4 down, Judah at 3, Allen at 2, and Ryker at 1.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Nice. All right, catch us on the back nine.